So Phil, what we're going to do now, we're going to put you on the hot seat, man. We are going to put Phil on the hot seat. Phil, are you ready? Are you ready to get on the hot seat? All right. So starting out, what would you do differently if you would do anything differently?
Differently, I would see the contractor's work before committing, because again, that contractor is everything. Like, I can't go in and do the popcorn, stuff like that. So go see a couple examples of their end product, their work. In the beginning, I wouldn't do that, and sometimes it bites you in the butt.
Okay. All right. So what is one characteristic you believe every high producing investor need to have?
You see the energy, like energy, show up, man. Don't be like, if you're going to do it, you got to show up with energy. Otherwise don't do the job. Like, don't even come around me. Right. Like, you got to show up to be there.
There you go. There you go. Do you have any good book recommendations for someone getting started, or if somebody is pivoting from corporate to real estate investing?
I mean, as Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that's like a basic, that one. There's a game out we used to play. As you get more into it, there's a book my buddy Pace recommended, Rocket Fuel, about the visionary, and then you need a connector. So building teams. Again, we could do this solo entrepreneur, or we could do this thing where you're working with another partner, you're working with people under you. It just depends which way you want to go and what fits your lifestyle.
Gotcha. Okay. And then in parting, Philip, what words of encouragement would you give someone that's just getting started, or again, on the fence, making that transition like you did from corporate to being a solopreneur or entrepreneur? What words of encouragement do you have for them?
I would jump in. Don't look back. Like, make it the only option. That's what I did. Like, man, if this doesn't work, I got nothing else. Like, I'm not going back. So make sure you can't stay on the fence. Like, either you're in or like jump in the water, or don't do it at all. Right. So like, you're going to fail, you're going to mess up, but like, stick with it. And, trust me that the results will be there if you stick. Don't quit. I feel like a lot of people are almost to succeed, and then they'll quit. So that's important.
I'm gonna ask you this one other question. This just popped up in my mind as you were saying that. One of the reasons people don't get started is they say, well, I don't have the money. How much of that statement is just an excuse, and is that valid?
I mean, I think there's some fear behind it, because I believe if you don't have the money, provide other values. So go figure out how to lock the deals up, lock them up. Then you don't need money to lock deals up. You could get like a proof of funds from hard money lenders, go find a deal. And from there, I mean, you create a business model plan, rental costs, whatever, and go. Money's easy, right? Like, there's money all over. You got to change your mindset. I feel there's value that you could do if you're hungry.
And that's one of the things that I tell people. And sometimes they look at me crazy and they say, well, I just don't have the money. And I'm like, dude, money is everywhere. It's everywhere. So guys, in order for you to find the money to do a deal, you need to listen to Philip and get out there and start networking and building rapport with people. Go to your RIA, go to your meetup groups, go to Philip's pop-ups, iFlip Man pop-ups. I don't know the name of the pop-up, but I just gave it one. Go to the pop-ups, go to meetup.com, and there are opportunities out there for you. Do not let I don't have the money stop you, because there's deals where I didn't have the money. I mean, I'm working on one right now. I don't know where I'm gonna get the money from on it, but I know it's a deal and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So get out there. You will find the money. You just got to use that energy in the right direction. So Phil, before we leave, man, how can we find you? How can some of our great people of Arizona and across the country get in contact with you?
You know, the best way, Mark, is on IG. I started that last year, so it's just at @flippin_AZ, and go to my link tree. It's got everywhere they can find me. The YouTube. We do a Arizona meetup where I have a high-level guest speaker every month. So go to @flippin_AZ, and I always answer my DMs. I look at those, and every day I post something new. You'll see a lot of my renovation journey, because I'm converting the rentals and I have to renovate, and they're going to see the Airbnb journey too.
All right, guys. So you heard it right there. Go to Philip's IG and find him there and click on the link tree. And that way you can follow him on YouTube, also Instagram, and in person also. So Flip, man, I want to appreciate you being on, man. It was my pleasure. It was a pleasure to have you on. You answered every question that needed to be answered, and you gave us a lot more. So I appreciate it. And guys, remember always to enjoy the journey.